This is the final night of the evening, under 85 kilograms male championship of the world. And fighting out of the white corner from Russia, we have Sergei Shvedchikov.
A good chess player, rated around 2,000, and he is fighting defending world champion and IFC contender and a champion in his own weight category, Valentin Marcel. We cannot wait for this one. The last fight of the night, arguably the main event of the whole tournament. This is going to be a clash of the titans. Two rivals, France and Russia, facing off again, and we are just seconds out from the chess game beginning.
So he's a defender,
There's the bell.
Obviously, but he did win the under 75 a year ago. So now it's under 85. It's 10 kilos more. So it's a totally different challenge. It's not really defending that same weight category.
And kudos for taking on the challenge of coming up in weight and trying to tango with the bigger boys.
He told me that he's been pushing weights. He wanted to do it the proper way and not just pig out.
Yep, and it looks like he has. He's looking fit. He's looking ready to take on the challenge of Sergei. And we are a few moves into this chess match already. What do you make of this position?
Oh, so this is already kind of a headache almost, I want to say.
I would already be scared. This is a complicated position for me. That F-pawn is already gone. Now, we get a tempo with that development.
He's trying to bring him on a turf, maybe of his own. But actually, I see where this is coming from. This is coming from a Sicilian and then F4, D5. And yes, Valentin is playing the right line, theoretically. It's just that it does get very messy. And in chess boxing, like I just wouldn't go for this type of line. I'll just go for something way more stable, even if it isn't the so-called refutation, So obviously, I think Sergei is going to have a little bit more experience with the type of position because he's blitzing it on the internet all the time, whereas Black is only going to get it in like one game out of 100.
Sure, and the time is equal so far. It looks like the position is fairly equal as well. White a little bit more spread out, and Black a little bit more condensed. Also making a forcing move with A6 to force the light square bishop back to C4.
Well, it's that pawn on D5. It conditions the whole position. For example, you can't play a move like E6 that easily, especially now with the bishop on C4 backing it up. Also, the queen side has been more or less neutralized with the move A4. So for the moment, Sergei is kind of doing pretty well. There's not a big time gap, but I'm just feeling even that 30-second gap is kind of Valentin trying to find, where he's supposed to stand here.
And where exactly is that weakness for White? There are a few potential targets, but I think you're right. I think Valentin is scanning and starting to zero in on exactly what his plan of attack is.
I most definitely would have taken a completely different approach here. Even if maybe in chess I would survive, I wouldn't be panicking. In chess boxing, I kind of would be. You see that even that E7 pawn, it's hanging in the sense that like it's attacked once by the rook, it's defended by the queen. That means the queen's fixed to the defense. I can't move it forward. That means, hey, my position is kind of stuck. What do I do, right? And that takes time to figure out. Maybe there is a solution, but it's not an easy one.
And there's the bell. First chess round in the books. Slight time advantage going to Sergei. Position pretty unclear in terms of who has an advantage. But we were moving into the boxing, and this is when things get interesting. This is when heart rates go up, punches are exchanged, and the fight starts to go to another level. The French fighters getting or French corner getting their fighter ready for battle, and Russia doing the same in his corner. But man, oh man, I'm already getting the tingles. I'm getting a little giddiness, that feeling in my stomach. This is going to be a great round and great match.
Well, it's going to be slightly different than the last match that we saw, in as much as both of these fighters are kind of smart technical fighters, whereas in the last one you had a technical fighter against a bit of a bully, So here we're going to see technique is probably going to be a little bit slower, and probably if there is a sense of urgency to be had, it's not going to be suspected, and I think they're going to kind of feel themselves out.
Big pop from the crowd as the fighters enter the center of the ring and touch gloves. Back to their corners. We are seconds out from this first boxing round in the final event of the night, the 85-kilogram finals. Good jab to the body landed by Val. Ooh, a great jab down the middle, too. Sergei opting for a far-out stance. His feet are very wide. His hands are out wide. Trying to catch punches coming in, but so far it isn't working for him.
Well,
Val splitting the defense and coming right down the middle. A good lead hook landing for Sergei, though. And now a triple jab. First one lands, second two fall short. We see some of the same showboating from Chessboxing Light in Sergei's footsteps and head movement. But so far, I wouldn't do that yet, especially after losing the first part of this round to Valentin.
I think it's a way also to get the blood running and to not be too static.
Good overhand right lands for Valentin, too. I like how solid Val is. Val is keeping his hands up. He's keeping his defense at home and setting up his shots. He's not doing anything fancy, but he's doing the technical things, the little things right.
Well, he's
little cut on the left eye of Val already, though. Maybe that's from a past fight? I didn't see what punch would have landed that. Good right cross. Oh, and a lead hook lands from Val. Another right hand lands for Val.
It's funny because he's just very smart in the way he picks his punches.
That's right.
He's taking a lot of very quick decisions and very good decisions.
That blood dropping from the left eye of Val looks badass, but it might cause him a problem a little later. There might be a break in order to clean it up here, or for the doctor to check out the cut to make sure it's not too much damage. Now keeping distance. Wow, a lot of lead crosses, starting with the rear hand, is not really something that's too common in boxing, but it's really common in this World Championship.
Well, we like surprises, you know, us chess players.
I guess we do.
We don't like being stereotyped.
Yeah, usually you set those up, but we just go straight to the dessert. Oh, a good 1-2 lands over the top. Oh, my gosh. Oh, the momentum. Landing a string of punches is Val, and the momentum is going his way. The Russian has stumbled. Will he score a stoppage? Will he score a knockdown? Another right hand lands. He has him on the ropes.
I had no idea Val was so dangerous.
Oh, goosebumps all over my body. Oh, so close to a stoppage. All right. A little bit of time to recover. We had a headbutt, as evidenced by the big blood splat on the Russian's head.
It's almost
There's
comical.
evidence. Oh, right hand lands. And maybe that headbutt is how that cut open in the first place, if that same thing happened earlier.
We can only hope there won't be a stoppage.
Another left hook lands. Clear victory for Val.
Absolutely
that's two headbutts that open a cut on the left eye of Val. But aside from that, complete domination for the French fighter. He should absolutely be proud, knowing that he is confident coming back into the ring, knowing he doesn't have to push it too much on the chessboard. What a round.
I agree with you only part way. He shouldn't get too excited. Now he has problems to deal with. And these problems take time. If you're not used to this type of position, you know, you could be battering your opponent all you like. It's not going to help you win the chess, and that's basically where I believe the decision at the end will be made.
And with the middle part of that round where the stoppage was almost scored, the momentum swing in Val's direction, this could end on either battlefield, in my opinion. I mean, there was a big momentum swing about halfway through that round.
There is an argument for that.
There was a clear advantage for Val. So, and you know, he can take as much time as he wants on the chess, knowing he's good on the box.
Now maybe knight c8, knight d6, and actually that would be very quick thinking if that is the case. I would have rerouted that knight to d6 first, though. Now the knight on b6 might feel a bit clustered because a5 could come. Although it could be a provocation, a5 could be a weakness. So very difficult to make these decisions fast, and that's what's asked from
Why not scoop up the pawn on d5?
Is that a possibility?
There it is.
Okay, he will...
You saw this fight. Yeah. Oh.
Dagu visiting the commentary booth, looking on over the shoulder of chess. And congratulations to your girlfriend, Oksana.
Yeah,
crushing it. I love seeing you in her corner.
Yeah, thank you very much. I know before this match started, I think this will be the best fight of this tournament, and it's really true. Chess and boxing, they both are great.
So far, it is living up. Straight from the mouth of Dagu.
His
Appreciate the visit.
Is, F7 is hanging. F7 is hanging. Why did he take with that rook? And I don't know about this last move. Oh, hang on. It was black to move. Okay, he's taking.
We can trade. That's a free piece.
It is messy. It is definitely messy.
That's a free piece.
No. Okay, D2. I'm not sure what it's actually doing there, though.
He's going to double the rooks on the open file.
Yeah, but you could also double the rooks on the 7th rank, and that's one hell of a bigger problem. Because you just need to make a little bit of a window for the king for white, and then move that knight to D6. And
I mean, another potential move is Bishop D3, attacking the pawn. Oh, he opts to go all the way back. Okay.
Knight D6 was a nice move. Knight D6 and then just taking that bishop off. But there's just too much to see. Oh, knight takes. This is very dangerous.
Starting to simplify smartly because the king is in a little bit of danger.
Oh, if the rook gets in, I think Val should maybe take a step back here and start really thinking hard.
Take some time.
Yeah. This is what the time is for.
We're about to double rooks on the 7th.
Knight takes E5. Oh, so he's going for some form of compensation. This is highly speculative.
He's trying to simplify.
Yeah. Oh, the check.
Oh.
That was extremely well played. That was not forced. That was a bit of a bluff, but kudos to him.
And he has it pinned. So the knight is in the way. Val getting out of a very sicky situation on the board. Could have been dangerous, but he finds... I mean, a combination neither of us saw. That
I'm not sure I would see that in normal chess. Like, that was crazy.
After a boxing round, to find that combination is absolutely incredible. Val showing why he is a defending world champion, why he's an IFC champion, and why he has the advantage so far in this chess boxing final.
And why he's a contender to maybe fight against the likes of me one day.
Maybe a seed planted, foreshadowing things to come.
You have to mess things up a little bit. You have to be a bit hectic and call people out. Otherwise, there's no fun in life.
That's right. Well, that cut is something to watch on the left eye of Val, opened by a headbutt from the Russian fighter and covered in Vaseline now. But the fighters are getting all strapped up, ready to rock, and we are just a few seconds out from this second boxing round.
Wow, I mean, I think Dagu's intuition is second to none, right? I mean,
who didn't see this being the best?
Definitely, definitely. But I mean, he kind of put it in words.
Dagu's right, but so are like 50 other people in this room. I think us included, right? I mean,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Val coming out as the aggressor already.
A bit of a
good trade to start off the round. Right hand and left uppercut lands for Val. Beautiful combination.
Such an aggressive style from a positional kind of point of view. He's like, semi-smart, semi-aggressive.
He's just not letting the Russian settle into his reach or his style. I mean, he's just constantly in his face.
He is pressuring him.
He is. Another great right hand lands for Val. And a left hook to the head lands. I'm so surprised. I haven't seen Val fight like this. This kind of aggression coming forward, forcing the issue.
No.
Yeah, this is
he's
not
been
usually,
doing his homework. He's been doing his homework.
Not his usual style. He wants a world championship tonight. A good little rock back jab, and then a cross lands for Val.
And Sergei being the one trying to gain a little bit of time on the clock to get back. Because that position in chess is not so clear, huh?
I don't know about this from Sergei, just leaving a jab out there. It's basically taking away one of his weapons and trying to clinch whenever he comes in. But why clinch? I mean, why not try to mount an attack or get some defense of your own? Wow, Val landing another 3-punch combination. A hook cross land for Val again.
He's just landing at will.
And notably, no blood coming from the left eye yet for Val, meaning there's been no shot landed to the left side, the lead side of Val's face.
It seems that he's finding an angle to shoot that right.
Oh, a slip counter goes just wide. Into the clinch they go, and the Latvian referee will separate.
It seems like he's found a blind spot in Sergei's defense, and he's just be able to land at will. It's
a good slip and cross, counter cross lands for Val. Right, a little respite in the action, but overall, Russian being completely outclassed by the Frenchman.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't think he would deny it himself.
Oh, another hook cross and a power jab snaps the head of the Russian back.
That could almost be a count.
Big right hand lands. And maybe, uppercut cross lands, rear up, lead hook. And we are getting towards the end of the round. The fatigue showing on both fighters, both throwing relentlessly, though. Another good slip.
Wow.
A lead hook lands for the Russian. And there's the bell. I think that lead hook at the end for the Russian might have been the only punch landed for the Russian all around.
That seems that way.
Complete domination by Val.
That's amazing. I don't think I know what I'm getting myself into with this guy.
He's sitting here thinking about your potential future fight against Val. Yeah, I mean that was the real deal.
You know what he calls me? He calls me the goat, but he says it in French. He says la chèvre, and it's not such a
It doesn't have the same acronym.
It doesn't have the same connotation.
It's a French compliment. Guillaume coming over and talking shit to Carl.
I am, mate. I am. Whenever, wherever.
Next chess round is underway. The French are feeling it, man, and as they should be. Valentin dominating the boxing.
Yeah, but there's still chess to be dealt with, and this is still like extremely unclear. The thing is now, Sergei can't go for draws. He can't go for things like rook f7 and repeating moves because he's going to lose on the boxing points. Plus, Valentin has black. Now, there are dodgy kind of rules when there is a draw.
Checkmate threat on the board.
Okay. So this definitely...
Sergei has to respond to this. If he doesn't, he loses the match right here.
It's not actually checkmate because rook f1 would come back. Oh, but okay, so now rook e1, I think is forced. And maybe Val can go for taking the 7th rank. We call it the 7th rank even though it's the 2nd rank. That's just a chess terminology. But now to find
Scooping
more,
up another pawn. Okay.
You could...
So black with a queenside pawn advantage and white with 2 pass pawns on the king side.
Yeah,
this is a rook pawn endgame.
Oh, he can take that pawn now. Oh, he could take both pawns. He could take both pawns. That's what. Oh, he can.
Is he going for the draw?
No,
he's going to repeat.
Yeah, of course he is. Of course he is.
Oh,
he knows
my God. And this comes down to the
won.
boxing. What a brilliant
move
of strategy. Forcing the draw on the board to win in the boxing ring. Incredible.
This guy is AI. I told you in the last one. This guy is AI. I don't believe this guy is human.
We might need a new ring name for Val. Valentin AI Marcel.
Valentinator.
And we will get right back into another boxing round. That was only about a minute and a half.
He's scary.
That was only a minute and a half of a break. So Valentin already dominated the last boxing round. If he can continue that momentum, this is in the bag for him.
Listen, I've done more proof of my chess than him in the chess world, but I've never done anything remotely as smart as that, or what he just did. I've thought about it, like, in my bed at night before going to sleep, and like I can't sleep for 3 hours, and I'm thinking about, fantasizing about silly stuff like that.
As we do.
But to actually land that after 2 crazy boxing rounds,
absolutely brilliant.
Dude, my hat just goes off. I love this guy. I fucking love him. I'm part of my French.
All right, the third and final boxing round underway. Clear victories in the first and second boxing round to Val. He really doesn't even need to win this one. He can win by 2-3 or 2-1, but that isn't Val's nature. He's still going to bring it. He's still coming forward. He's still countering. The Russian getting a little bit desperate with swinging hooks. Now, the Russian is not out. If he scores 3 knockdowns this round or knocks out Val, he wins. Straight up.
Definitely. And Val knows that. He is taking a lot of pace because a draw, let's say, he knows he's got 2 rounds. He doesn't want to lose it. He doesn't want to risk it.
So this is what I'd like to see from Jules in the last fight. Knowing where he is and using that strategy to inform his boxing technique.
Sergei has no answer to this because he's not actually pushing forward. He just
switched to southpaw for a second. Where did that come from? Nothing happened. No punch was thrown. I think Sergei's tired too.
Oh my God. We are witnessing the rise of
Val putting on a clinic, slipping inside, throwing a counter jab that lands. Another jab lands. Oh, lead cross and a hook land. He doesn't need to be throwing these punches, but he is. Carl is buried in his hands.
I have no words left. I don't know how to describe this guy.
Carl is only thinking about a future match against Valentin right now.
That's all I am thinking about. I sort of, and you know what? I'm not giving myself favor, but I just want to be in the ring with this guy.
Yeah, no, I feel it, man. You want to challenge yourself. You're a champion.
Not only that, if he deserves
another good jab lands from Valentin.
If he deserves it, he should take my place, and that's the way that things should be.
That's how it goes.
He would be my little brother in that case.
Yeah,
he's just taking my place.
Pass the torch. A good block and counter. There is just nothing that the Russian can get through here. This is complete domination of the boxing by Valentin, who has come up 2 weight classes to fight in this World Championship final.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh, another slip and right lands straight flush to the head of Russia. Another lead. He's loving the lead cross hook combo. We see an uppercut switch it up. 10 seconds left for a world championship for France. Big cheers already beginning. Seconds out. And there's the 10-second warning.
10 seconds, mate. You got 10 seconds to resist.
A counter.
That's definitely appreciated at this point.
The mouthpiece spit it out.
Well, you can even take a count at this point. It means you won. Just hit me in the jaw and I'll take a count.
Oh, and what an ending. The Russian on the ground. France on his feet, victorious. The crowd going crazy. The corner filled with Frenchmen celebrating their boy who just won another world championship in another weight category. Coming up 2 weight classes to take on the Russian and to win in dominating fashion. Valentin Marcel is the 85-kilogram world champion in the 2023 Chessboxing World Championship.
I think I need another beer. I don't know how I'm going to deal with this guy.
Carl looking down the barrel of a potential fight with Valentin, either in the IFC or another promotion in the near future. And you got a good scouting report here.
Man, you know what? I always see myself as favorite because I always have to see myself as favorite. That's just the way I'm wired up, right? But this is getting hard to suspend disbelief. Sergei's such a nice guy, taking it well. He knows he lost. He knows that's a fair decision. There's absolutely no question.
There's no question in anyone's mind who won the boxing in that one. And France takes home another world championship against a Russian. Jules and Valentin going home with a gold medal and the red, white, and blue draped around their shoulders proudly. Big congratulations to Val, to Jules, and to all of Team France.
Wow. Yeah. Vive la France, les gars, hein, bravo. Hein. Je vais dire quelques mots en français parce que vous le méritez. Là. En plus, sur les 2 derniers, Daniil et Sergei, c'est pas n'importe qui. C'est des mecs, c'est des têtes du chessboxing depuis les 5 dernières années, pour pas avoir les 10 dernières années. Et voilà, vous êtes en train de vous instaurer. C'était quand même les matchs importants et vous les avez gagnés. Donc mes grandes félicitations à vous. Et bah voilà, hein, Val, hein, de toute manière, tu sais que le prochain sur la liste, c'est moi.
I'm gonna go get in that picture and hold up a French jersey. Nah. But you should. You grew up in France.
Yeah, but I grew up in France as an English dude. You know what my dad told me when we moved over? We lost many battles against the French, but we never lost the war.
Absolutely.